Over the last several years, the RLBot community has been perfecting Rocket League AI to the point that we now have Grand Champion level bots. And while finding ways to make bots that can dribble, flick, and fly has been a large focus of their work, that's not the only thing this community has been up to. Today we're going to be looking at some of the more unique Rocket League bots ever created, some built with a specific function or purpose, and others that lean heavily into what you might call the meme bot category. This will be presented in no particular order, but I will say the last bot on this list is something you have never seen in Rocket League before. But speaking of bots, how are you feeling about the teammates you've been getting lately? In a fast-paced game like Rocket League, being able to scout both your teammates and opponents' rank, record, and stats can be the edge you need to adapt and overcome the literal bots you get matched with sometimes. And today's sponsor, the Rocket League Tracker app, makes accessing that information both free and seamless. This in-game overlay is built on the safe and secure Overwolf platform that ensures it's both easy to use and won't slow down your computer. So if you want to see how this free app can help your game, just click my link in the description below to download, install, and join the over 300,000 players that use today's sponsor, the Rocket League Tracker app. When I first heard there was a bot specifically designed for heatseeker, I was excited to try it out, but what I was picturing in my head ended up being pretty far from the reality. You may not like it, but this is what peak AI performance in heatseeker looks like. Blind and Deaf was made by Will and Darkseal in less than 2 hours during a speed coding event called Heatseeker Hustle, and it seems like their idea to have the bot just hover in place is apparently a great strat, as playing in a 1v1 with this bot often ends up with long back and forth volleys that only end when someone finally makes a mistake, and usually that someone is not the bot. Of course, Blind and Deaf is not perfect and would be easily beaten if you have someone bumping or redirecting, but it's still a pretty worthy opponent for a 1v1 heatseeker practice. Or for an extra challenge, you can play against up to 7 of these bots, which makes for a hilarious mass of hovering goaltenders that only seem to get scored on if you get a lucky bounce. Like all of the bots we'll talk about in this video today, you'll find Blind and Deaf in the public bot pack that's available through the RLBot Discord or website. So if you're on PC, you can find all the links you'll need in the description below. If you thought our first bot had weird movements, wait until you see what this one can do. According to the write-up, this bot is modeled after the old Snake game and can only turn orthogonally, which Google tells me is a branch of dentistry that deals with irregularities of the teeth. Okay, so let's check this one out. So basically, I guess they can only turn at 90-degree angles. I don't know why you didn't just say that. Definitely makes for some interesting looking aerials. And here's some footage from these bots in a 6v6, with the demos turned off because my first test just ended up with them constantly killing each other. Honestly, this mode is weird enough that I think it would make a great April Fool's update. I mean, we already had the 3-wheeled car. Let's do one where we can only turn at right angles. What do you think? This next one is a favorite of mine. This is the mirror bot. This is the mirror bot? Okay, that was your cue. Alright, I'm sorry guys, it seems like we have some technical difficulties. Okay, now it just seems like you're mocking me. Alright, this is the mirror bot. Another creation from the talented Darkseal, mirror bot does exactly what you do, meaning in this situation it's impossible for me or the ball to cross the center line. While kind of a funny gimmick, this wasn't the point of mirror bot. You see, where this copy bot really shines is as a teammate. When playing a 2v2 with the mirror bot, you're now restricted to one side of the field, separated lengthwise, but you have a partner that's always ready and willing to go for that pinch play. Though sometimes it's not that simple. Often the ball will end up in the corner, and then you're stuck trying to control the mirror bot from a distance like it's some kind of marionette. Yes, in a 2v2 setup, mirrorbot creates a game mode where every demo is a double demo, and every kickoff is a double commit. While a 4v4 matchup is even more chaotic, with each player having 3 mirrorbots that are each restricted to just a quarter of the field, which makes for probably the weirdest Rule 1 you've ever seen. As we move on to our next entry, I will say you probably haven't seen the last of mirrorbot, as I hope to make use of it again for a video in the near future. The next bot is kind of special to me personally. In October 2018, I featured the Adversity bot in a video that marked my start into more serious and focused Rocket League content, as well as the beginning of a relationship with the RLBot community that has since led to several successful videos and projects over the years. Also, Adversity is a demo bot, so we're kind of a kindred spirit. Yes, Adversity is the undisputed demolition king of the Rocket League bot world. Though it's been around for years now, no other bot has come close to taking its crown. If you jump, it jumps. Even the powerful side flip avoidance is pretty much useless against this bot. Look at this. It's like I'm playing with a school of piranhas chasing me around. Yes, this well-trained, relentless killing machine chooses demo over ball almost every time, though it will still go for kickoffs and also try and score on you once you're dead. Also, this bot is toxic, which is a newer feature I think. It wasn't like this in 2018. It told me I was a waste of CPU cycles and my skill was not found. And here I was thinking we were friends. Though it had a bit of a different reaction when I scored on it. What a save, adversity. What a save. Type Racer is both a bot and a new game mode. Made by East Village for a recent meme bot showcase, this finally adds to the game the one thing Rocket League has been sorely missing: spelling. The point is to collect letters spread across the small boost pads to spell one of the 3 words on the screen. Every correctly spelled word is a goal. Meanwhile, the Type Racer bot is trying to do the same. Okay, that jerk just stole my E. Misspellings require you to use big pads to reset, and yes, you can try and disrupt your opponent while playing too. In fact, a demo resets a player's progress as well, and though it didn't help me beat Type Racer, it definitely helped me feel better. Stupid spelling bot. Number 6 is not a specific bot, but instead is dedicated to a special section of the RLBot application that allow you to experience Rocket League in some pretty unique ways. For example, the Tron script is a game mode in which cars leave behind a trail that impacts both the ball and other players. But unlike other Tron games, this trail doesn't kill. So as the game goes on, it just becomes harder and harder to move around the field, though it does get cleared after every goal. Next up, we have the Laser Boy script, which is another unique game mode where you shoot lasers out of your car every time you boost, and these lasers can disrupt other players or even be used to propel the ball. But scripts is not just all weird game modes, there's also training features being added as well. For example, the 50-50 minigame made by Dan puts you against a machine learning bot called Omis as you try and win 50s and be the first to touch the ball outside the circle. In addition, it also has a kickoff training mode where you can practice against Omis's GC level kickoffs. Our final entry is called Rocket Slayer, and it requires me to spawn 64 bots into the game, though technically, I'll only be playing against one. Yes, Rocket Slayer developer Plaids has created the first boss battle mode for Rocket League. The 64 Rocket League bots combine to make a 4-legged creature that has 3 different moves: a death ray, a charge attack, and then a spin attack. The goal is to stay alive while draining the boss's hit points by making your own attacks against the red cars. To date, only a couple people have been able to defeat Rocket Slayer, and I'm definitely not one of them. This is really hard. This was a decent run by me, but I'm actually cheating because I turned on unlimited boost, and still that wasn't enough for me to beat it. Also, this is just phase 1 of the battle, as Plaids plans to add 2 more phases in the future. This is definitely one of the most impressive and weirdest things I've seen someone do in Rocket League. Well done, Plaids, and also thanks to all the developers whose creations I've featured in this video. If you want to get involved, make your own bots, or just try and play some of these yourself, make sure you check out the Rocket League bot website and Discord, which I've linked below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and also check out some of my content that I've linked here. My name is Rocket Sledge. Thanks for watching.